Hi everyone, this is Michael with the general love readings for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus between May and June. That's kind of midway through the month. I do hope that this video finds you well. I'm so excited to start the very first series of Heart of the Matter, which is going to be the love spreads that we're going to be having on this channel. So I do hope you're excited for these. I know they were highly, highly requested. And I know a lot of people do these readings just to learn more about their love life. I feel like especially the watery sign like Cancer, that makes a lot of sense. And we do have Mars that's actually moving into your sign as well today. So there's really a lot of gusto that's coming into your energy for a lot of you. And we have Venus that just moved into Taurus. So there's a lot of really lovely energy and cozy energy I think that Cancer is going to really enjoy. I am curious to see what's actually going to be coming up for you in this reading. I am not going to go so much into the astrology for this specific read. I actually think for the love readings they might not be as time specific, so do take the wisdom of this video as it finds you, even if it's not May or June in 2019. I trust that these messages are delivered at the time they are meant to be. If you are interested in kind of the astrological forecast, I do have a link in the description box down below that kind of details all the astrological transits and aspects that are going to be happening in the month of May right now, and I'm going to be posting June when the June general readings come. But again, I should stress that it's not very exhaustive. It's just things that I highlighted, things that I thought were important. So it's by no means an exhaustive list. It's just a very brief overview of what's going to be happening. I am also really excited to announce that I'm going to start doing giveaways for this channel after we hit certain subscriber counts. The first one is going to be for 10K subscribers. I would love to offer the winner a chance to have a free distance Reiki session or a free personal reading, so you have your choice of those. If you're interested in that and you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe. I just think it's a really nice way to show my gratitude for all of you who have just been so outpouring with support. It's amazing to me how quickly this channel has grown. I love being part of this tarot community on YouTube, so thank you so much for being a part of this channel and for your kind words and your support, and the people who have been donating and getting personal readings. It all helps me continue this work, so thank you again. I will be posting that announcement on my other social media as well, so if you want to make sure that you don't miss the giveaway, definitely follow me on my Instagram and on my Facebook page, where I'm posting general pick-a-card readings and general cards for the collective, as well as other blog posts. I have, again, all of my information for all of that stuff is down below. Before we begin, I do want to disclaim that this is a general reading, meaning that not all of the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you. It's up to your own discretion for you to discern what is meant for your own life and what is meant to be left behind for someone else. Because this is a general reading, some of the energy may also come in the reverse. So energy that's coming as the other person might actually be your own energy, and vice versa. Your energy might actually be theirs. So you kind of have to figure out if it's not resonating. You can also check out some of the other signs or some of your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I have all of the signs in the playlist, and you are welcome to take a peek at those and also look at the general reading. Sometimes that has knowledge about love life as well, or wisdom about love life, so if you're interested in that, it doesn't hurt to look at both. And of course, don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. If you see a king or a queen, it doesn't necessarily mean it's male or female or anything like that. It's all just energy. And I think that should be everything right now. If this doesn't resonate, I'm just not picking up on your energy right now. Nothing went wrong. And again, you can definitely check out some of the other videos I have as well, and try and see if one of those is more in alignment with where you are right now. So I'm just going to tune my energy into Cancer really quickly. Okay. What are the messages for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? What are the messages for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Cards are already flying out for you. Can I get 2 more? That is nope, that's too many. Show me clearly. There we go. Interesting. This is very interesting energy, Cancer. So we have at the start of this read the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which tells me a lot of you might have been making an offer or received an offer for some sort of stability. This might not even necessarily be romance. Sometimes this could also be indicating a friendship or a close relationship of some kind. But overall, this is a love reading, so it does feel like someone might have been offering to move in or go steady or be committed in some way. There might have even been a proposal. And it seems like it was turned down. Some sort of and it was in a very physical way. This wasn't even necessarily emotional. It was something that had to do with day-to-day life and the way you spend your day-to-day life together or not. It seems like the person that you're dealing with it almost seems like they're the ones who are kind of resisting this next level, this stability, this commitment. That is kind of the energy I'm getting, to be honest. I have in your fears and worries, we actually have the Ace of Cups, which is very interesting because this tells me that you're actually working with a very deep subconscious belief, a lot of you anyway, that you aren't worthy of love, that you can't receive love, that love doesn't really exist. And I think I almost feel like the person you're interested in right now, and I hate to say this, but I want to be direct and honest with you. It does feel like you're kind of settling for this energy. You're kind of settling for this lack of emotional connection because you don't think you can get it elsewhere. And it's really preoccupying your mind right now. You're really, I almost feel like you're afraid of, some of you are afraid to open up. And this is subconscious, so you're attracting people who you can't open up to. And I know that sounds really strange, but we are we are always attracting people who are going to be mirrors for us, and they're going to show us our wounds. They're going to show us our insecurities, what needs to be healed in ourselves. And that's not just a twin flame thing. That's all relationships. All relationships are a mirror. And I feel like it's important that we really emphasize that in these love readings. Every relationship you are in is mirroring something back to you about yourself, and vice versa. You're mirroring something about that person to them. I do see there is a deep fear of emotional connection because I feel like you're afraid of losing it. You're afraid of getting hurt again for a lot of you. And I actually see for them the Six of Cups in reverse. I almost get the sense that they want to reconcile things. There's this person who you weren't able to be stable with before. There is actually this feeling that they do want to come back, that they do want to make amends, but I almost get the sense that they're afraid that you're not going to accept. And to be honest, I actually feel like you're not going to. And I mean, I can't say specifically for your situation what is the right course of action just from these cards, but I do feel like for a lot of you, there's actually a good reason to be afraid of this offer from this person because it does feel like they do have some sort of commitment issue. They do have some sort of power struggle or something. I do feel like there is a third party situation as well with this kind of showing up in a blockage for you. This Three of Cups in reverse can sometimes indicate that there is another person involved. Perhaps you found out that this person had an affair or there was someone else that they were pursuing and they kind of left you in the dust. And now that they're coming back, you don't feel like you can trust it. And it just seems it seems very much like you're still feeling quite hurt by this. It feels like you're kind of isolating yourself a bit, Cancer, and I actually think that that's preventing love from coming in for a lot of you, or that feeling of love. You're afraid of this emotional stability because it's hurt you, or I'm sorry, this emotional connection because it's hurt you, and now you're closing off to all sorts of different people, even other new people who could come in and give you the love that you deserve. I do see with this King of Wands as kind of their blockage, what is preventing them from coming into this relationship. I do feel like, again, they're not very strong. They're not very confident in their own selves. They can be very, they could be dealing with another fire sign as well. That is something that's possible. So they could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or if they're a fire sign, they're blocking themselves. I just see that they're dealing with someone who there's something else that they need to work on, and it feels like it's work on themselves. It could be involving someone else. There could be some sort of relationship that they need to work on, or some sort of partnership, and that again doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, especially with this King of Wands. It could be a business, something very passionate though. I do feel like overall this is their energy not being in their own power, and they're not being committed, they're not being true to their word, to their heart, and I see that as a blockage. I actually feel like, to be honest, I see you going away from this person as kind of your course of action. It seems like with the Six of Swords, you're really moving on from something, and you're moving on to something new, potentially another water sign, potentially another Cancer, actually, but I feel like this is more you getting back in touch with yourself. I do feel whatever it is, the worst is behind you. And I don't know. I feel like right now, to be honest, I know no one likes to hear this in a love reading, but it really is time for you to just focus on yourself and to focus on the people who actually do care about you, even if that's your friends or family. In our society, we really just overemphasize love and relationships like that. And it's important for you to move on. I feel like this is kind of the advice that you're being given for the situation. And I feel like you've gotten burned by the situation already. You've extended yourself a lot. And Spirit right now is just telling you to move into these calmer waters. Go towards the things that make you feel calm. If this relationship or this dynamic is making you feel tense, or it's stirring you up a lot, making you riled up, focus on the things that feel calmer, that feel better, that actually feel stable. There's stability here, and it is in your grasp. It is within your horizon, so it is something you can achieve. And I do honestly get the sense that it is with someone else, especially this High Priestess being kind of the outcome of everything. I think right now you're just not supposed to know who that is. I think if you know who to go towards next, you're not going to be giving yourself the attention and care that you need. You need to get back in touch with your own needs. You need to get back in touch with what it is that you really want, because I honestly do see that you are afraid of some sort of connection right now. You're actually pretty closed off to it, which is interesting. And I almost think that by stepping away, by moving away from this and just allowing things to flow, it's actually going to be the best course of action for your love life right now. I do see as their course of action, they have this Nine of Swords. They're definitely worrying a lot. There's sleepless nights. It might be because you turned them away or turned down their offer to reconcile, or whatever offer they made, it was too late. And it feels like they're very worried about it. And if they haven't made the offer, they're still thinking a lot about it. They're still thinking a lot about you. And it's bringing them a lot of anxiety. And it seems like this person is just very stuck in their mind right now. And with this High Priestess as kind of the outcome of everything, I do feel like it's very important for you to follow your intuition. Things aren't going to be very clear right now. Kind of just let things go. Don't focus on going to the next person. I know, again, that's not what people like to hear in love readings. They like to hear that there's something coming right now. And I gotta be honest, you're blocking yourself. This is a blockage in you. It doesn't need to be this way. But because you have this fear of this emotional connection, because you've been wounded, is honestly the feeling I'm getting, because someone hurt you or betrayed your trust, it's important for you to really focus on healing that. And this is why you keep attracting these people. as well, because it's trying to show you a wound that hasn't been resolved in yourself. And this is definitely a time to go inward. This is definitely a time to look at things. And, you know, we do have a Scorpio full moon coming up. It's going to be a really good time to shed old things that no longer serve us in that cycle. So it's going to be from I'll say it's May 18th all the way until the new moon. So whenever the next new moon is after that Scorpio full moon, it would be a really good time to perhaps do a ritual to help shed something from the past and to open yourself up to love, because even if you've been trying to manifest it, there's still a blockage. There's still something subconscious that's making this not come into fruition for you. I'm really curious to see what the animal cards have to say about the situation. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Interesting. Got some big cards for you, actually. I do have this lion card here. And this tells me, this is the animal for you. This tells me that meditation is very, very important, to surround yourself with your pride, the people who feel very close to you, very connected to you. I I feel like sometimes for this group, sometimes people don't know how to read you. You come off as very strong, or very, you're coming off as pretty withdrawn, to be honest, right now. And I was mentioning that earlier. You're kind of withdrawing from your friends and the people closest to you. I think it's almost like you don't want to hear what they have to say about the situation. Um, I feel like you're just very much trying to step into your own power. You're meditating a lot, or you should be meditating. Um, and it seems like it's very important for you to figure out who it is that you can actually trust, because the lion has to have someone to confide in. There has to be someone who has your best interest at heart. And this could potentially be a Leo for some of you. That is a possibility that I'm seeing. As for their energy, I do see dolphin, which tells me that there is definitely a need to heal. There is something that they need to heal. Um, you know, interestingly enough, this could actually have been some sort of soulmate connection. This could have been some sort of karmic connection, rather, where you were meant to learn from this person. I actually do feel like for some of you, this person isn't someone you've even met yet. This is someone who's on the way, and they're still healing themselves, and you still need to heal yourself too. And after whatever betrayal you've been through, you're working on your healing, and this person who is coming in is going to be able to, you're going to heal each other. I don't think this person is coming in very soon. I gotta be honest. I think it's going to be more towards the end of June, or even after that. I'm not feeling that it's going to happen in this cycle, but it is a very big connection here with this cosmic egg. This is reconnecting to your soul, reconnecting to your spirit. This represents the crown chakra, so a lot of you are going through a spiritual awakening right now, which isn't surprising because we do have all of this stuff currently happening in Capricorn, which is your opposite sign. So there is a lot of things that are coming up from the subconscious to begin with, and it seems like that was just pervading throughout your reading. There's a lot of subconscious work that you need to do, a lot of shadow work that you need to do, and just really trying to identify the patterns and where these patterns are sourced from. It's just as simple as acknowledging it. And when you acknowledge where these wounds originate, because it's not from a relationship, it's definitely from childhood for a lot of you, you realize that your whole life is a mirror. It's trying to show you things, it's trying to help you heal, it's trying to help you become your most integrated whole self. And I do feel like you are stepping into this wholeness, you are stepping into the divine, and this is also indicating a very powerful connection that's coming your way. If you're having a hard time in your love life right now, which realistically a lot of you are because you're watching a tarot reading about love, it tells me that the next person who comes in is going to be a very significant connection. And I do have at the bottom of the deck this swan card, which does tell me there is kind of a twin flame connection here, to be honest, because there is this reflection, just someone who's a perfect mirror to you. There's a very big relationship that's trying to come through, but it requires self-work. And once you achieve that level of self-worth, you're going to have a very amazing connection with someone. So I am excited for that, but right now that should not be the focus. That you shouldn't be focusing on making yourself better so this person comes in or comes back. It should be about your own happiness. And when you're focusing on a relationship, when you're trying to manifest love, really focus on the energy, really focus on the way you want to feel. Don't fixate on the person so much. That's actually going to be blocking you from what it is you really want. Because unfortunately, we are largely subconscious beings, and a lot of what we want is coming from a place of shadow that we don't even know. And I feel like for you right now, there's a lot more inner illumination that needs to happen for this connection to come in. You're almost there, but you do have quite a bit of a journey. Um, I have to be honest, but it's going to be worth it. And it could potentially be with this person. That is possible for some of you. It is a person you're thinking about already. Although, to be honest, I almost feel like it's someone new, and that's actually the overwhelming feeling I'm getting for you, and it's someone you don't know with this high priestess. And I think you'll know when you see them. Trust your intuition on that, but I do feel like it's going to be a while. I don't feel like it's going to be like right away. Um, it is going to require some healing for yourself. Um, I do hope that this reading was helpful. Those are all the messages I'm getting right now. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading or even a Reiki session that can help remove some emotional blockages as well, or highlight areas that need to be healed, they can really give a lot of clarity. Um, Definitely send an email or hit my link down below. I have all of my services on my website. You are more than welcome to check that out. I do also have I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry, I'm so scattered right now. It seems like right now you're just trying to figure out your sense of direction, and I'm almost feeling that too. I'm feeling a bit lost at sea here, and I think that's kind of how some of you are feeling, but there is something that's coming. There is something on the horizon for you. Um, I just wanted to say that because I feel like a lot of the time, whenever I'm reading for a sign, I feel like that sign. So there is something coming, there is clarity coming. Anyways, again, I do also have that giveaway coming up, so if you're not subscribed already, definitely hit subscribe. If this video didn't resonate, check out your other signs as well. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.